A newly released survey of FBI data finds reports of potential hate crimes in the U.S. have gone up by 22% in recent years. And there has been an especially sharp increase in the Green Mountain State. Local 22's Mike Hoey joining us live in the studio now with more on this. Mike?
Well, Lauren, I spoke with Vermont's U.S. attorney today about why she thinks the rate of potential hate crimes may be going up and what can be done about it. The FBI says it got nearly 3 times as many hate crime reports in Vermont in 2017 as it did in 2013. Officials with the home security website safehome.org say Vermont's 177% increase in that time is the third highest in the country, trailing only Wyoming and Georgia.
This is a number of reported or suspected incidents, not necessarily crimes that we could prove beyond a reasonable doubt or even crimes.
The long pattern of harassment that Kaya Morris of Bennington said played a part in her resignation from the State House last year would seem to meet U.S. Attorney Christina Nolan's definition. Morris was the only black woman in the Vermont legislature. State Attorney General T.J. Donovan later said there was insufficient evidence to prosecute anyone for harassing her.
We could be having an actual rise in hate crimes. We could be having a growing awareness on the part of the citizenry and law enforcement about bias-motivated crimes, and a citizenry and law enforcement that is more motivated to report in Vermont, or we could have both.
One incident that may pass muster for the survey in the future took place in Burlington in early June. Vandals burned a pride flag that flew in front of a home in the Old North End. The Burlington police have said they consider it a hate crime. Nolan says her office's civil chief is also its civil rights coordinator, reaching out to people who have the highest risk of being targeted by hate crimes.
She and I have gone over and met the Vermont imam and outlined what our civil rights and hate crimes statutes are. We've reached out to Jewish communities. We have done training at the Vermont Police Academy on a regular basis.
That also includes reaching out to people of color, since a majority of Vermont's reported incidents are racially motivated. Nolan believes the outreach is making a difference, leading to more reporting. And if you have a suspicion, she says it's best to report it.
First, to your local law enforcement. The Attorney General's office just rolled out a bias incidents reporting system, and local law enforcement will feed the information to that central repository, and then federal law enforcement and federal prosecutors and state and local law enforcement and prosecutors will have access to it.
The FBI information shows 12 reports from Vermont in 2013 and 34 of them in 2017. And anytime you're dealing with raw numbers that are that low, any change would show up as a very large percentage. Live in the studio, Mike Hoey, Local 22 News.
Mike, 116 guns